Here's how you're gonna crush Open WOD 17.1. What's up, crew? I wanted to do a efficiency and technique video. It won't be too much technique talk, but a lot of efficiency. And I'm doing this a little bit late, and I thought about it late. So next week, I will do this much sooner. I will most likely try to sit down and record something right after it's announced, or even while it's being announced. Upload it as soon as possible and give you guys an opportunity to just to hear what I have to say about the workout. Right now, I'm thinking this will probably be posted tomorrow sometime around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's probably too late for a lot of you who are on the East Coast or even not in the US. For the most part, I mean, like, I'm even gonna get it done tomorrow morning, which is Saturday, and this won't be posted until Saturday evening-ish or afternoon. Anyways, rambling. What I think about this workout, 17.1 is pretty interesting. I think it's one of the coolest ones they've put together because it's a good mixture of movements. For me, at least, the dumbbell snatches are gonna be easy, and the burpee box jumps are gonna be the hardest. I think that's pretty much for anybody because burpee box jump overs are awful. Burpees are awful by themselves, but then you add the actual jumping over a box part and it just brings it to a whole new level. What that means is you're gonna want to rest or find the best strategy for recovery during the burpee box jump overs. And then you wanna be fast and efficient with the dumbbell snatches. Now, if the dumbbell snatches are the ones that are gonna be hard for you, then obviously you're gonna flip that, but you wanna make sure you keep your heart rate down while you're doing the burpee box jump overs and not spiking it too much to where you start to make it even harder for yourself to do the dumbbell snatches. Forget which vlog number it is, but there's one some time back where I talked about dumbbell snatches, just in case that came up in the open, and what do you know, it did. I mean, there really were only two options other than lunges. Luckily they didn't do thrusters, but then again, there's 4 more workouts, and for all we know, this entire open is gonna be dumbbells. Ugh. So, efficiency. In the blog post that I was talking about efficiency with the dumbbell snatch, I mentioned that the most efficient way to bring it back down to the ground is to switch the other hand and tap to the ground. This is allowed in the workout, and I think I mentioned depending on the standards. So in the standards, you're allowed to do that. Now, almost anybody who's done a video like this already has said that that's not a good way to go. I'm gonna actually test it out right now with an EMOM. I'm probably gonna do like 3 and 3 every minute on the minute just to feel the movements and to see if there's something I can do for efficiency. But I at least wanna try to start with it on the smaller sets, and then when we start to fatigue and get to the bigger sets, I wanna take it, put it on the ground, then switch hands. Because I know that that's gonna be, it's hard to fail at that. It's pretty easy to accidentally miss or slip the hand or tap the ground too hard or something if you're switching here. That's how I do it, and that's how I've always done it, so it's something that I'm efficient at. What they're probably warning you against is going to that technique thinking it's the most efficient, but having never done it before and only having practiced since Thursday. With that said, the most efficient dumbbell snatch transition is whatever you've been doing at your gym, and that's also depending on if your gym has ever programmed alternating dumbbell snatches before. Not every gym has dumbbells. Secondary snatch efficiency, I really think this is probably the only other thing that I'll touch on for the dumbbell snatches, and that's keeping it a muscle snatch. I've heard this already from a few different people saying that catching it as a power snatch is going to be easier, but it's not necessarily going to be more efficient, and you're going to end up fatiguing more quickly with the hip flexors and your quads. So you'll want to try to muscle snatch every single one. Now, with that said, you really want to focus on that pop in the hips and that triple extension of the ankles, knees, and hips before trying to rip it overhead. I was watching some videos today of other people doing it, and there's a lot of early pull, and all that's going to do is fatigue your shoulders and fatigue your pulling muscles, and then when you go to the burpees, everything's just going to be thrashed. So you want a big pop and carry that thing overhead. And then of course, if you do go back to my video, I talk about which way to hold the dumbbell. I at least am going to hold it facing perpendicular to me and not parallel. Just because that, to me, is an easier transition from overhead to the ground. Burpee box jump overs. This one is just one of those, I'm gonna take it away from my friend Jason Larson, Instagram tag right here. He's saying it's burpee box jump overs are just like dories swimming through the ocean. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep burping, just keep burping. There needs to be zero rest. Now, I'm gonna eat my words tomorrow when I'm doing this workout, and I'm probably gonna rest way too much, but there needs to be absolutely zero rest. Now, there's a difference between zero rest and slow pacing. Okay, so you can slowly pace this workout without resting at all. And what I mean by that is just making sure that you get down to the ground methodically, get up methodically, jump onto and over the box without pausing at any point of that time. Instead of like dropping down as fast as possible, resting on the ground or resting on the box. Just keep moving, okay? Whether that's super fast or somewhat slow, find a pace that keeps your heart rate right where it needs to be and just keep moving. It's only 15. They'll go by, and you need to save and conserve as much energy as possible for the snatches, because the snatches shouldn't be that hard unless it's a heavy weight for you. The next thing, try not to jump up on the box and not even like stand up a little bit. Kind of like landing in the bottom of a squat and then stepping off on the other side. You don't want to jump and even half extend to standing on the box, because you're just doing that much more work. You're jumping higher than you need to. So what you want to do is jump, tuck the knees, land on the box, and transition off the box. This is gonna conserve a lot of energy. It might feel like it's not, but it's going to, because you're not jumping as high and you're not using the extra muscle to stand. I think that's about all I can cover right now. I'm hitting about 8 minutes. I'm actually gonna do an EMOM right now. Like I said, I'm gonna go 3 snatches, 3 burpee box jump overs. I actually have 50-pound dumbbells, luckily, which is pretty cool, so I can practice that in the garage. I'm gonna do that for 10 minutes, so I'll have 30 reps of each, and I'm just gonna see if I can maintain that for the 10 minutes. I should be able to. And if it's too easy at 5 minutes, maybe I'll bump it up to 5 each. Rounds now, MOP now, or what you want now, or what you want now. Blah. And yeah, kidnap that fool. Attention please, attention please. It's like another whole world collapse. You know what I mean? Straight ready to go down. We're gonna go 4 snatches. Actually, I'm gonna go 3 and then increase by 1 every round, so I'll end up with 15. I'm scared. Heart rate is jacked. All right, I don't recommend switching in midair, mid-rep. It's more efficient, but for this, you just really don't want to mess up. Also, it's harder to control the descent of the dumbbell if you're switching hands, and you really want to be able to set that down without wasting too much energy so that it's settled and ready to pick up for the other hand. I felt pretty good for 4 and 4, so can't wait to do that tomorrow. Couple updates. We are getting closer and closer to 1,500 subscribers, and that is super, super exciting. I want to thank everybody a part of this channel who's been commenting, liking, sharing, and doing all those things that help this channel get noticed. As soon as it hits 1,500, I will do Fran and Franzilla. I won't even like worry about it being the open right now. I will just get it done, and I'll either do it here. Well, I can't do it here actually. I don't have a bar muscle up area, but we will do it as soon as possible after we hit 1500. We're almost 30 away from it. So make sure you like, comment, share this video. If you're new, subscribe. If you're not new, do all those things. And if you'd like to file a complaint or send some positive vibes, leave a comment. And until tomorrow, I'll see you later, crew. I need to change that because, one, it's been a long time. I've been using that since way before 100 episodes. And that song, I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing that ending. Also, Q&A. I'm just like, I brain fart when I said that I would do it today. I haven't even the video hasn't been up long enough to even get questions. Yeah, so it's not gonna be today. It might not even be tomorrow. It might be Sunday. I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to ask those questions. You can even ask them down below here for the Q&A. If you have questions for my wife too, I can include her. And if you have questions for Dylan, I'll answer on her behalf, I guess. But yeah, that's it. The open tomorrow. It's gonna suck.